Horror games from the PlayStation 1 are a needle in a haystack, a few games that can still bring a tingle down your spine. Survival horror was the most played genre behind first-person shooters and action horror. This list is subjective. Put your choices in the comments below. Like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. Ellen Ripley and a team of Marines are sent down to the planet LV-426 to investigate the sudden loss of contact. The game is based on the first 3 movies. Players face enemies such as facehuggers, chestbursters, dog aliens, xenomorph soldiers, and their queens. Shoot and make yourself through 30 heart-pounding levels. Edward Carnby investigates his best friend Charles Fisk's murder. Charles had been found dead off the coast of Shadow Island. Edward's investigation leads him to Frederick Johnson, who informs him of Charles' search for 3 ancient tablets which can unlock an incredibly dangerous power. You can either play as Edward's side or the side of Eileen. Whichever side you pick, the gameplay is going to be different. Edward's playthrough is based on fighting the monsters with his double-barreled revolver, while Eileen's is more puzzle-oriented. Daniel Fortesque led the king's army into battle against Zarek, the evil sorcerer. He had raised an army of demons to take over the kingdom of Gallowmere. Fortesque was the first to die during the battle as he was hit in the eye by an arrow. The player must go through a graveyard full of zombies to a flying ghost ship full of undead pirates. There are also several collectible items found in the levels which have to be collected in order to proceed to further areas or levels. The first Parasite Eve game follows NYPD rookie named Aya Brea. Aya has a 6-day span as she attempts to stop the threat of a woman who plans to destroy the human race through spontaneous human combustion. It is a hybrid of survival horror and RPG gameplay. Silent Hill took the survival horror to new psychological heights. Gamers take the role of Harry Mason as he searches for his missing adopted daughter in the mysterious town of Silent Hill, combining a bizarre storyline, a dark soundtrack, and disturbing atmosphere. Much of the game is spent fumbling around in the dark, and the flashlight only manages to attract enemies, making players afraid of what might lie around the next corner or through the next door. Abe, a docile slave at the Rupture Farms meat processing factory. After learning that he and his friends are to be slaughtered to make a new product, Abe decides to escape with his friends. It is a 2-dimensional platform game in which players take control of Abe, solving puzzles, navigating obstacles, and avoiding enemies. Abe can die in a variety of ways, such as being attacked by an enemy touching a hazardous obstacle, falling from too great a height, or into a bottomless pit. If Abe dies, he will respawn at the last checkpoint. Dino Crisis is Resident Evil, but with dinosaurs. Regina, a special operations agent sent with a team to investigate a secluded island research facility, finding the place overrun with dinosaurs. Regina must fight through the facility to discover its secrets and ultimately escape alive. The most important change is the enemy has been upgraded from a slow, mindless corpse into a fast, agile, and intelligent predator, which can often be found in packs. In the future, an unnamed Marine is posted on Mars after assaulting a superior officer, who ordered his unit to fire on civilians. A base on Phobos urgently requests military support. The Marine joins a combat force to secure Phobos. The entire assault team is wiped out. With no way off the moon and armed with only a pistol, he enters the base intent on revenge, investigating a series of bizarre murders in Raccoon City. The Raccoon City's police force sends the Bravo team, but they apparently went missing. The Alpha team is then sent to search for them, but they are attacked by a pack of ferocious undead dogs which pursue the team into a mansion. The environment is presented from a third-person perspective. The player chooses to play as either Chris Redfield or Jill Valentine as they explore the mansion to find their missing team members and kick some zombie ass. Taking place 1,500 years after the events of Blood Omen, Soul Reaver starts off with Cain throwing Raziel into the abyss. By the time that Raziel is revived, centuries have passed and Nosgoth is on the brink of collapse, little more than a wasteland racked with cataclysms and earthquakes. As Raziel explores, Nosgoth's secrets will be revealed. The game is shown from a third-person perspective. Block puzzles require the rotation, flipping, and moving of large blocks to progress, often with a time limit and while avoiding enemies.